Growing up, I wanted to be a scientist, but the scientists that I saw on TV were like white men with bow ties.
When I started in law teaching many years ago, the numbers were extremely small. And in fact, there were just a handful of Latino law faculty, and they were nearly all men.
So I did my undergraduate education here at UCLA, and I don't think I had one Latina professor throughout my time here in my major, which was psychology, and that was really frustrating.
How can it be that we are in LA, one of the largest Latino populations in the United States, and still our students can say, "You're the first Latina faculty I met."
When I think about the barriers that Latina face in academia and being in a medical institution, the first barrier is obviously representation.
Latinas are growing in numbers, and my long-term goal is to become a faculty and professor so that students who are first generation, working class, like myself, are able to better see themselves in the university as well.
The work that I do is very personal. It's not just about research, it's not just about numbers, it's about my family, right? My family are in those numbers, my friends are in those numbers, my tias are in those numbers, my cousins. And so it's very, very personal based on like my lived experience.
Women in the arts, in film, lawyers, even homemakers, garment district workers, they all create this fabric network of women that create the community that we have today.
As a clinician researcher, I'm able to provide the lens of what it's like to be a physician, what it's like to be an academician, what it's like to be a researcher, and what it's like to be a Latina in all of these spaces.
When it comes to Latina researchers and in the area of neurosciences, biomarkers, like the hard sciences, we're not too many. In my field, Alzheimer's disease, women are almost 67% a higher risk of having Alzheimer's in their lifetime. So if those are the statistics, tell me why is it that the field of Alzheimer's and brain health is dominated mostly by white men?
It's been really important to get the junior faculty, the newer professors, together to talk to each other about their challenges and really support each other through a really tough time in trying to build their research programs and their reputations. And I feel like with more of us in higher education positions, we can sort of expand the idea of what success looks like and give those coming up the pipeline the freedom to define their own success and to achieve it.
To finally be able to hire librarians, hire graduate students, undergraduate students that can not only work in these collections, but see themselves in these collections.
What we have now is this remarkable moment when we have enough people, they used to call it critical mass, to actually achieve things as a collective. And we also have a tremendous intergenerational diversity. So the pipeline is there. And so you can see very senior leaders, but you can also see young leaders, people in the mid-career level of leadership. And that creates whole new possibilities that we've never seen before.
I really believe by 2050, if we're focused, we're organized, we will be living in a better world, one where we have made significant strides towards equity and inclusion for Latinas as well as for other historically marginalized groups.